This is the untold story of how one of John Wayne's most beloved westerns nearly starred someone else, became tangled in an Oscar scandal, and then quietly vanished from public view for decades. The film was Hondo, released in 1953. And the truth behind it is far more complicated than its rugged image suggests. John Wayne never planned to star in Hondo. He intended only to produce it through his company, Wayne Fellows Productions. The title role of Hondo Lane was meant for Glenn Ford, but Ford refused after a bitter experience working with director John Farrow on a previous film. With production already scheduled and no replacement available, Wayne reluctantly stepped in himself. That decision would give him the performance he later called his personal favorite. Casting surprises followed quickly. Katharine Hepburn was considered for the female lead, but during the tense blacklist era, she wanted no association with Wayne's outspoken conservative politics and declined. The role went instead to Geraldine Page, a Broadway-trained actress still new to film audiences. Wayne had purchased the story rights for just $4,000. The source was a short story by Louis L'Amour titled The Gift of Cochise, published in a pulp magazine. That modest deal launched L'Amour's legendary career, eventually leading to more than 250 million books sold worldwide. Then came one of Hollywood's strangest Oscar moments. L'Amour received a nomination for Best Motion Picture Story, but withdrew it himself after realizing the story was technically ineligible because it had been previously published. That same year, Roman Holiday won the award under a false credit, hiding blacklisted writer Dalton Trumbo. The Academy didn't correct that deception for decades. L'Amour stepped aside out of integrity, while a lie took home the statue. Geraldine Page made history as the first actor ever nominated for a performance in a 3D film. But success came at a cost. Her political associations led to an informal blacklist, and she wouldn't appear in another film for nearly 8 years. Her experience on set was harsh as well. Director John Ford visited the production and cruelly declared her unattractive for the role. A humiliating line reflecting that insult was written into the script. Page endured extreme heat, a sun allergy, and painful dental work, all while delivering an Oscar-nominated performance. The shoot itself was punishing. Filming took place in Mexico in temperatures reaching well over 120 degrees. The dog playing Wayne's fierce companion had to be kept cool because the heat left him unable to perform. Experimental 3D cameras constantly malfunctioned in the sand, frustrating the crew and slowing production. Despite everything, Hondo was completed. Yet after its release, it nearly disappeared. The 3D version was withdrawn after a short run. Television airings were rare, and home video releases didn't arrive until decades later. Still, Hondo endured, not as a polished Hollywood triumph, but as proof that determination, resilience, and stubborn talent can outlast scandal, hardship, and time itself. That's why Hondo remains more than just a Western. It stands as a quiet monument to survival,